Hello, this is RSCKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, so today we're going to be covering a handheld gaming PC. I think it's going to be a little bit different. Let's get started. So yes, this is the MSI Claw, a new handheld portable PC that's essentially a gaming console device. So if you like Xbox games, this can play almost every single Xbox game on the go with your Xbox Game Pass. You can also play a lot of PC games using Steam, Ubisoft, all these other kind of things that you have to be able to use it on the go. So yes, for the past year and a half since the Steam Deck came out, it really has been a really amazing feat that we're getting portable gaming consoles that can play AAA games like Spider-Man, God of War, Final Fantasy. And yes, those were PlayStation games, but then they went to PC, so I could now play them on the go, plus some casual games like Streets of Rage 4, Castle Doombad, a new game that's coming out that was a mobile game before, old classics like Plants vs. Zombies, all these different fun things from all these different libraries, and you can play them all on the go. I really like this aspect, and honestly, for the person that doesn't have a lot of time to game, this is something that I really like the movement of, so I can play on the go when I do have time. That being said, I'm going to be trying out a new format today called the good and the bad. So this is the good and the bad of the MSI Claw. But before we get to that, let me thank today's sponsor. And today's video is brought to you by Newegg. Newegg is bringing the biggest Easter sale ever, having Easter eggs all over their website. Oh, hold on one second. I'm getting a call from Newegg. Hey, yeah. Hey, I'm actually doing the sponsor segment right now. What do you mean Easter was yesterday? What about all the Easter eggs all over the website? Oh, anyone that knows coding would figure that out in about 5 minutes. I mean, do your customers really know tech? Oh, they do. Well, here, why don't we just turn it into a joke for April Fools? Yeah? All right, great. So Newegg is actually celebrating the biggest April Fool Day sale ever, which I think is kind of fun and had me do a funny sponsor segment to accompany it. My top 5 picks are going to be in the shopping bag right here or in the description down below. They include things like the Anker Nano power bank that'll fast charge your phone on the go for less than 20 bucks, or the heavy duty Anker 737 power bank with 140 watt charge out. It can charge a 14-inch laptop in less than an hour, no problem. So thank you for Newegg for sponsoring this segment, and now let's get back to the video. Now before I get into the good and bad, I do want to go over some of the basic specs so you know what you're getting here. This is a new portable PC powered by Intel's Ultra 7 and Ultra 5 processors. So the Ultra 5 is the entry-level version coming in at $699. They have an Ultra 7 for $749, or the version that I got is at $799 with an Ultra 7 processor and 1 terabyte of storage. This is well worth it to me. I wouldn't recommend getting the $749 version just because for $50 more, you can get double the storage and it's well worth it. 7-inch 1080p display going up to 120 Hz. And now that that is all out of the way, let's get to the good and the bad. To start off the good, we start with battery life. First off, this has a 2-hour plus battery life on average for me, which is really saying something considering most of the other ones I've had have had 1 hour to 1.5 hours when playing similar type of games. So I really can appreciate a great battery life for sure. But then we go into the bad. Overall, right now, performance is the thing that's going to be hurting this. You're going to hear from all kinds of influencers that review these kind of PCs, and really it is true. When I played the same game on here, and the ROG Ally, a strong competitor to this one, the ROG is doing better in performance. Now, with these kind of units, all of them did not do well at first. They had to get better with lots of upgrades. So that being said, I think the performance is going to be lower on AAA titles compared to the ROG for the next 2 to 4 months, depending on how often MSI and Intel really are updating this portable PC. Now going back to the good, this is really good looking for an LCD. Honestly, I was surprised because I thought it was going to use the same exact panel, and maybe it is compared to the ROG, but I will say the viewing angles, the color, it just looks better. So I'm not sure if it's how they configured it or they just got a better one, but it definitely looks better comparing them both side by side. Then going back to the bad, these shoulder buttons. The front 2 triggers are really not where it's at. The back 2 feel great, but the front 2, I will hopefully see some like button attachments that we can use to better use them, but just there's something that should be done, whether MSI can create an attachment for it or something, but you need to be able to hit the triggers better. For my opinion, just like a lot of others out there, it's just not as good. It's very awkward to hit the triggers on the top, and I end up having to program the macro buttons on the back, which are really good, to do a better handling for a lot of games instead of those top shoulder triggers. Going back to the good though, I do love the hollow joysticks. Hollow effect joysticks are going to be better, so they do not have a drift effect that you get on like the Nintendo Switch and even PlayStation and Xbox controllers. They are just a better quality, so I really can appreciate that. I also like the front face buttons a lot more. Now this is not a common thing. Some people don't like them as much, but I really like the way they feel. They're bigger than the Ally and just have a better press feel. I like that. It's up to you. It's a preference. Then going back to the bad though, in terms of pricing, I think at $6.99, that is where the Ultra 7 version should honestly start. So I think $50 less across the board. $50 at $6.99 for the Ultra 7 version, I think would be better, as well as $7.49 for the 1 terabyte. I will say, I think the Ultra 5 should be $50 to $100 less than it currently is right now, just because at that price point of $6.99, it just makes more sense to get the ROG Ally since it's very comparable to the Ultra 7, but not as much to the Ultra 5. So I would say, hey, give this cheaper version, just as Asus has an extremely cheaper version that is going to go at $4.99. So I think overall, to get the best price comparison for MSI, I think lowering the price by $50 at least for each unit, and for the Ultra 5, maybe even $100. Now, the one thing that is going to be exclusive for a while on this unit is going to be the Thunderbolt 4 capability. So you can connect it using Thunderbolt 4 to an external graphics card and really play much higher quality. Now, this is an expensive venture in order to do that, but if you want to have a PC on the go with you and then dock it with an external GPU, when you get home and have a keyboard and mouse, hey, you are going to be able to do so much more high-end gaming. And that is a standalone feature because of the fact that others do not have Thunderbolt 4 and use more proprietary things, which means you can only use it with that model, whereas this one kind of prepares you more for the future. And finally, on the last bad, accessories. MSI does have accessories on their website that are going to be available for this product, but you can't really buy them. Both Best Buy and Newegg sells these products, but none of them have accessories for it. This is a really big miss in my opinion. I want to buy something. I want to buy accessories. I want to buy a screen protector. I want to buy cases. I want to buy, anything that you have to offer, or at least have the option to do so. And at launch, I don't. But that is my good and the bad for the MSI Claw. Overall, I bought it myself with my own money, and I don't regret doing that. But I do know that for one, if I want to do casual gaming, this is absolutely perfect for it, and it gives me longer battery life than any of the other solutions out there. However, if I want to play AAA titles, I'm going to have to be patient and wait probably 3 to 4 months at least to see all these updates roll out for this console, and hopefully that'll allow me to play AAA titles better. But for anyone else, know that going into it, great for emulation, great for basic gaming. I think you're going to do really great with casual gaming and a higher quality than the Switch or any of those ones could give you. But know that when it comes to high-end AAA games, you're probably going to have to wait for better performance. But that's my take on the MSI Claw. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also, let me know if you do like this new format. Thank you as always so much for watching, guys. I am very excited to see what MSI's updates come along with, and hopefully we'll do a 4-month or 6-month later review down the line. Thank you as always so much for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy.
Thank you so much again for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Also, follow me on social media at YouTube Tech Guy. And check out some more great tech videos on your screen right now.